What's going on, YouTube? This is Craig, aka Gigawatts, and I'm going to tell you about the worst day of RCing ever. It'll go in steps. First, I get to the spot where I'm going to be hydroplaning, and first truck I was trying to hydroplane is the HPI Savage Flux. You'll see what happens right here. This really sucks because this means that I have to dive into the water to find the truck.
Out here?
Yep. Dang, that's pretty deep.
Is this your truck?
Nope, not mine.
That sound you hear is a blown spur gear and blown servo. Second truck I was planning to run that day was my Losi SCTE. It had worked the week before, so all I did was bring it home, lock the center diff, put some heavier diff oil in it, the front and rear diffs, and I thought I was good to go. I should have tested it. The receiver had gotten wet, so it wouldn't even bind with the radio. So, third truck I was going to run, my Losi 5. I didn't think I had enough wheel speed. Castle doesn't offer a 10S ESC, so I thought, well, I'll use an off-brand ESC. It's only going to be running, a few minutes. You'll see what happens right here.
Keep in mind, this is a brand new ESC with less than probably 2 minutes of runtime on it. I was not a happy camper.
I should have waited for Castle to get their 10S ESC to the market. That's what I get for not running Castle. So the fourth is my XBE. Previous weeks, previous runs, it's been a monster. Wheeling on water, all kinds of craziness. So I decided to try a new setup, new paddle tires, get a little less resistance on the water, go with a thinner paddle. First run was okay. It made it about 236 feet.
This is the same run, shot with the Solo Shot 2.
Second run, You'll see what happened. The water there is 18 feet deep. There's a little yellow bobber on the back wing you can see. That bobber is called a gitterback. It's supposed to, when the bobber gets below 5 feet, it's supposed to start reacting, letting water in, and at 10 feet it's supposed to fully disengage and blow the bobber with a 10-pound Kevlar line attached to it to the surface. That never happened. We stood there for 3 or 4 hours trying to get it. It never came up. At the time, I didn't have any other retrieval systems with me. So I left that day hoping that the bobber would come up. I went back the next day with a fishing pole and a treble hook. I threw that treble hook on a fishing rod for about 4 hours. In the middle of that, I hooked something on the bottom and thought it was my car, so I was pulling it up and shattered the fishing pole in about 6 pieces. I found a stick and duct taped a stick to the fishing pole to keep it in one piece so I could finish. Hoping to get it back, with no luck. So I made a bigger treble hook. I threw that treble hook for about 4 or 5 hours with no results. So I got an underwater metal detector. I had the metal detector on a long pole, but I had the headphones on so that I could hear when it went off. It was a nightmare trying to move the metal detector underwater, sitting on the paddle boat. The paddle boat moved back and forth. You couldn't stay on top of a target. We did it for a couple hours with no results. My friend knew a guy who had a fish finder, depth finder, whatever you call it, sonar. So we gave up that day, called him, he came out with his sonar, went over the bottom of the pond for a couple hours, couldn't really find anything because where we think it went down, the weeds were like between 2 and 5 feet tall, so the sonar couldn't break through the weeds. So he never did find it. So pretty much I had given up hope that I was ever going to get my XBE back. Toward the end of the day, a friend of mine had an idea. We took an extension ladder and we tied ropes to both ends of it. Funniest thing you've ever seen, trying to get the extension ladder onto the back of the boat and then take the boat out, drop the extension ladder off, and then have 2 guys pull the extension ladder back in. We pulled up weeds, we pulled up all kinds of stuff trying to dredge the bottom of the pond to get the car back. We ended up doing it I think 4 times, and on the 4th one we pulled it up. And you'll see it right here.
got it! There it is!
Well, no way! Oh yeah!
My getter back didn't work. Maybe get out. I can't believe we got it back.
Yes, the getter back did not go off.
I'm surprised. Yeah, it's.
I'm not deterred. I'll make it more powerful, make a better setup, create the most powerful fifth scale anyone's ever seen, and reset the world record for fifth scale hydroplane. If you like what I do, like, subscribe. I'll be creating a lot more videos. Right now in Illinois, it's cold, so I won't be hydroplaning unless we get a freak weekend that I can get out and do it again. But I'll be making more crazy videos. Come back and see me.